The moment he stepped onto the red carpet, the air changed. Cameras that had been flashing relentlessly for Hollywood royalty and fashion titans suddenly intensified, as if sensing history in the making. A hush rippled through the crowd of elite guests, stylists, editors, and celebrities. And then it happened, the doors opened, and Jungkook of BTS appeared, commanding the Met Gala 2026 like a monarch returning to his throne. No one was prepared. Not for the silhouette, not for the presence, not for the power. Dressed in a breathtaking futuristic ensemble that seemed to blur the line between fashion and myth, Jungkook didn't just attend the Met Gala, he conquered it. Social media would later erupt with one unanimous declaration: Raja Met Gala has arrived. From the first step onto the crimson carpet, Jungkook embodied something beyond celebrity. He radiated authority. His outfit, an ethereal fusion of celestial armor and avant-garde tailoring, looked as though it had been sculpted from moonlight and stardust. Structured silver feathered shoulders framed his figure like divine wings. A high jeweled collar wrapped elegantly around his neck, shimmering under the lights like a crown of modern royalty. Cascading pearl chains draped across his torso and waist, swaying gently with each calculated step. And flowing behind him, a sheer cape extended dramatically across the carpet, glittering with delicate crystal embellishments that caught every flash of every camera in the room. It wasn't just fashion, it was storytelling. The theme of Met Gala 2026 may have celebrated futuristic reinvention, but Jungkook didn't follow the theme, he defined it. While others experimented with metallic fabrics and cyber-inspired silhouettes, Jungkook delivered a vision that felt prophetic. It was as if he had stepped out of the year 2126, not 2026. Fashion critics gasped, designers stared, even seasoned photographers seemed momentarily stunned before erupting into frenzied shutter clicks. But what truly set the night ablaze was not just the outfit, it was Jungkook himself. His expression remained calm, composed, almost serene, no exaggerated poses, no forced theatrics, just quiet dominance. His gaze held the cameras with a confidence that comes only from someone who understands their own power. The same young man who once trained endlessly in practice rooms had now become the epicenter of the world's most prestigious fashion event. And the internet. It exploded within minutes. Raja Met Gala, he owns this, no one else exists tonight, is this even real? Trending charts across continents lit up with his name. Within an hour, Jungkook had become the most searched celebrity of the evening. Videos of his entrance surpassed millions of views in record time. Fashion analysts began live breakdowns of every detail, from the hand-embroidered crystal patterns to the architectural precision of the winged shoulders. But perhaps the most powerful reaction came from the crowd itself. As he paused at the top of the steps, a wave of cheers erupted, not polite applause, not distant admiration, but genuine, thunderous excitement, the type reserved for legends. It was a moment layered with symbolism. For years, Jungkook has dominated music charts, broken streaming records, and captivated stadiums worldwide. Yet fashion had always been another battlefield, one that requires reinvention, risk, and relentless charisma, and on this night he didn't just participate, he ascended. The transformation was undeniable. Gone was the boy-next-door charm that once defined his early image. In its place stood a global icon who understood spectacle and subtlety in equal measure. His posture was deliberate, his walk measured, every angle of his body seemed curated to complement the design, yet nothing felt artificial. It felt inevitable. Insiders later whispered that the design process for this look took months of meticulous planning. Every bead hand-sewn, every panel tailored to perfection. The cape alone reportedly required weeks of embroidery, each crystal placed to mimic constellations under dim lighting. And the symbolism. The feathered shoulders represented ascension, the pearl drapery symbolized legacy, the high collar evoked both royalty and protection. It was armor but elegant, power but refined. Jungkook was not wearing fashion. He was wearing evolution. As he moved along the carpet, interacting briefly with photographers and offering subtle nods to fans gathered outside, something extraordinary became clear. He wasn't trying to outshine anyone. He simply existed, and that was enough to eclipse the room. Major fashion houses reportedly shifted their seating arrangements last minute to ensure Jungkook's presence was captured front and center. Cameras followed him inside as he entered the grand hall, conversations paused, heads turned, A-list actors and supermodels alike glanced in admiration. One editor was overheard whispering, "This is what a modern king looks like." But perhaps the most emotional response came from fans worldwide. Livestream reactions flooded platforms in real time. Tears, screams, disbelief, pride. Many had watched Jungkook grow from a teenage trainee into a solo global powerhouse. To see him crowned metaphorically and stylistically at fashion's highest altar felt deeply personal. And then came the after-party photos. Under softer lighting, the intricate details of his ensemble glowed even more intensely. The sheer cape shimmered like a galaxy trailing behind him. His sharp black hair framed his face perfectly, contrasting against the luminous white and silver tones of the outfit. The styling was deliberate yet effortless. Every frame looked editorial. Every moment looked historic. Fashion commentators began declaring it one of the most iconic Met Gala looks of the decade, perhaps even the century. Comparisons to legendary red carpet moments surfaced immediately, yet many agreed this felt different. This felt like a shift. Because Jungkook's presence at Met Gala 2026 wasn't just about aesthetics. It symbolized the undeniable global influence of K-pop and the cultural bridges it has built. Years ago, such dominance at Western fashion's grandest stage might have seemed improbable. Now, it felt natural. He didn't represent a trend. He represented the future. And as dawn approached and headlines solidified across media outlets worldwide, one phrase continued to echo louder than the rest. Raja Met Gala. A title not officially bestowed, but unanimously agreed upon. The night may have been filled with stars, but only one shone like a supernova. Jungkook didn't just attend the Met Gala 2026. He ruled it. And if this is what the future looks like, then one thing is certain: the world isn't just watching him anymore. The world is following his lead. What did you think of Jungkook's futuristic look? Was this the most iconic Met Gala moment ever? Let us know, because history has been made and the conversation is only just beginning. Jungkook of BTS once again proved his global dominance with a spectacular appearance at the Met Gala 2026. Dubbed the King of the Met Gala, he stole all the attention with a futuristic white and silver ensemble that combined avant-garde silhouettes, shimmering crystal details, and a dramatic flowing cape that swept elegantly across the red carpet. Every step he took radiated elegance, strength, and undeniable charisma, leaving photographers, fashion editors, and guests unable to look away. In this article, we explore in depth how Jungkook didn't just attend the Met Gala 2026, he truly owned it. From the symbolic details of his outfit to the explosive reactions from international media and the overwhelming support from ARMY around the world, everything comes together in one historic moment that proves Jungkook is a true global icon. Is this the most iconic Met Gala look of all time? Witness how Jungkook transformed the red carpet into a royal stage and set a new standard in the world of international fashion.